As bizarre as this may sound, there aren't many billionaires in Hollywood as you may think. Most entertainers in Hollywood live with a net worth of a few $100 million, and that's just about it. Before we get started with this video, don't forget to subscribe and click on the belly button. Stay in touch with all the fun-filled and highly informative videos we share on this channel. And if you click on the button right now, we will send you a message immediately, notifying you of our next video. Many musicians and actors are incredibly wealthy, undoubtedly, but only a handful of the lot are billionaires. This may come as a ludicrous idea since many of these entertainers flaunt assets worth millions that would naturally run into billions. There are 6 billionaires in the Hollywood Club of Billionaires, if ever there was a club with such a name. And what sets these 6 billionaire studio expertise and entertainers apart from their colleagues is not only that they excelled in the entertainment industry, but they attained their current height from making successful business moves and investments. These investments have added significantly to their net worth and made them billionaires. In today's video, we'll be looking at these 6 Hollywood billionaires and their net worth. Without wasting more time, let us quickly look at these successful entertainers in a countdown style. Let's dive in. Number 6, Jay-Z. Jay-Z is an American songwriter, producer, and rapper who grew up in a drug-infested Marcy Projects, Brooklyn. The general belief was that Jay-Z used his knack for rapping as an escape from his troubled neighborhood. His first appearance was on Yo! MTV Raps in 1989. Luckily for Jay-Z, he was able to win the hearts of millions with his rap music. The entrepreneurial side to his skills motivated him to get his own record label, Rockefeller Records, where he sold millions of his songs. He pocketed over $500 million from his 14 chart-topping albums. Not letting anything go to waste without investing properly, he ventured into creating a clothing line and an entertainment company. A brilliant business move, if you ask me. In 2007, he sold his clothing line to Iconics for a whopping $204 million. He moved on to become part owner of the cognac brand D-Use, and this was in addition to his music streaming service, Tidal. He made a fantastic business decision to buy Tidal over for about $56 million in 2015. In the year 2017, Sprint bought 33% of Tidal shares for a high $200 million, which spun the company's valuation to about $600 million. What business venture could be more profitable than this? Even though Jay-Z's personal share in the company is only $100 million, this has not deterred the studio executive from being a billionaire. He owns a private art collection worth $70 million and a $70 million stake in Uber. He also holds a $50 million worth of investment in real estate, as reported by Forbes. Currently, Jay-Z's venture has made him the first billionaire rapper in the world with a net worth of $1 billion. Number 5, Kylie Jenner. If you're taking out time to keep up with the Kardashians and the reality TV series aired on E!, you must have come across Kylie Jenner. Kylie Kristen Jenner is an American model, media personality, socialite, and businesswoman. She has since 2007 been featured in the E! television series Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In 2014, Kylie and her mother Kris started a cosmetics company in partnership with Seed Beauty, a retail and product development company. Kylie's first product, Kylie Lip Kits, a lip liner and liquid lipstick, was launched on the 30th day of November 2015. This product got Kylie the title, the youngest self-made billionaire ever, in Forbes and pushed her headlines. No doubt, most of Jenner's massive wealth comes from her beauty company. Kylie Cosmetics is currently valued at $1.2 billion since CoverGirl parent Coty Inc. agreed to procure a majority stake in the company. At 22, Kylie is also a social media star since she started featuring in her family's television series. Her influence can be seen at the 7% fall in users on the Snap app since she tweeted that she had stopped using the Snap app. Number 4, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Gayle Winfrey is an American television producer, actress, talk show host, media executive, and philanthropist. The success story of this multi-talented woman is one worth sharing. From poverty to a $3 billion fortune, her success story could easily be likened to the incredible rags to riches story. Just to tell you how influential this woman is, Oprah Winfrey is the only black woman on the Forbes list of the 400 wealthiest people in America. Amazing, don't you think? Born to a single mother in rural Mississippi, the television mogul started her life believing everything was achievable. And true to this belief, it was simply true for her. At age 14, Winfrey independently decided to head to Nashville, Tennessee, where her success would start to take a course. Winfrey first started out as a news anchor before spending the next 25 years of her life hosting the Oprah Winfrey Show. Although the show was a massive success, Winfrey ventured into other business ideas, which turned out to be an excellent decision for amassing wealth. According to Forbes' estimation, the investments Winfrey made together with her share of the show's profits are currently worth about $2 billion. And just so you know, she became a billionaire back in 2003. That is almost 2 decades of influence and wealth. Winfrey, now 66, made maximum use of her show's profit to create a media empire and accumulated a fortune of $2.6 billion in the process. She owns 8% shares of WW International, 25.5% of her television network OWN, and she has a content creation contract with Apple TV+. Number 3. Kanye West. Kanye Omari West is an American record producer, rapper, composer, singer, songwriter, entrepreneur, and fashion designer. You know how a musician is naturally known to be attached to a particular genre of music? Well, West is not your everyday type musician. He has a wide-ranging range of inspirations, including soul, hip-hop, electro, baroque pop, indie pop, industrial, synth pop, and gospel. It is safe to say that West is one of the most celebrated musicians of his generation. Kanye got his first big break in the year 2000 when he began producing for artists on Jay-Z's record label, Rockefeller Records. He rose to prominence and is even credited with revitalizing Jay-Z's career with his mouth-dropping contributions to Jay-Z's 2001 rap album, The Blueprint. According to Forbes reports, West, now 42, may have made a tremendous amount of money from his hit albums. Still, his current billionaire status can only be credited to his streetwear brand Yeezy. Forbes' estimation of Kanye West is $1.3 billion. However, Kanye West has come up to refute that claim, announcing that he is worth $3.3 billion instead. Forbes has stated that West's fortune is divided between $17 million in cash and $21 million in real estate. A $1.26 billion share in athletic wear brand Yeezy, $35 million in stocks, up to $300,000 worth of livestock, over $3 million worth of vehicles, and $53 million in debt he shares with his wife Kim Kardashian West. Number 2. Steven Spielberg. Steven Allen Spielberg is an American film screenwriter, producer, and director. Steven is considered one of the founding creators of the new Hollywood era. He is also one of the trendy producers and directors in film history. No doubt, Spielberg's success didn't happen overnight. It was purely due to his ingenuity, hard work, and a hefty dose of good fortune on his path. His 1977 film Jaws made his career a laudable one and gave him an enormous breakthrough with the box office. His box office success continued with his Jurassic Park and E.T. the Extraterrestrial, among others. According to a Forbes report, Steven became the top-grossing director of all time with a net worth of $3.8 billion in 2016. According to Bloomberg's Billionaires Index, Spielberg, now 73, is part founder of DreamWorks Pictures. Jeffrey Katzenberg and David Geffen have a net worth of about $6.15 billion. Number 1. George Lucas. And our number 1 on today's list is George Walton Lucas Jr. An American philanthropist, filmmaker, and entrepreneur, Lucas is very popular for creating the Star Wars and Indiana Jones franchises. He is the founder of Lucasfilm Limited, LLC, Industrial Light and Magic, and LucasArts. He was once the chairman of Lucasfilm Limited, LLC, before he sold the company to the Walt Disney Company in 2012. He successfully created special effects and made filming tools advance. According to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, George, now 75, may be the brains behind two of the most very famous film franchises of our time. However, it is evident he made most of his money by selling his production studio Lucasfilm to Disney for $4.05 billion in cash and stock in 2012. While Forbes estimates that Lucas's net worth is only about $5.2 billion, the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, however, states that his net worth is currently a whopping $6.76 billion. And that's all we have today on the top 6 billionaires in Hollywood. However, there is a strong possibility for more names to be added to the list. Many entertainers are recently venturing into other forms of business. If you think there are names that should have been on this list, kindly leave your suggestion in the comments section and we will be sure to include it in our next video. That's it, guys. Don't forget to give us a like, be sure to subscribe and click on the belly button to keep up with our trending videos. Do have a beautiful day and see you in the next video.